Y'all need yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby, for life, so call me a star before BBC. Don't take a loss to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The Cowboys had 5 and 6 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Newton's throw caught by Bruce. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Newton. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a final return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return or even tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way on? choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 29, Newton. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A big play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And hard running He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Newton. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Prescott off play action. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Room here to run.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was actually zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
How many times in the course of the game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on second down. Newton, he's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some room to work. Past the 20.
81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a give here, and he loses the football a 2nd time. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Michael Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Third and long, it's Newton. This pass caught, it's Woods. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yep. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. That stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. On 4th down, Newton. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, the touchdown, Cowboys!
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Marr now to add the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal.
Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, 49 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action, Newton. And this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 53 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And that flag accepted. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Hunt going to run for it, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there, and they did it successfully.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing here, Prescott. And this This is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On play action, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data's, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body, made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success.